Maybe just say a few words, and then
Yes.
I give you more, okay?
Yes. So, do you hear everything? Yes. I'm very pleased to be here, and you know it's a very special day for the shopping mall. You know it's reopening, and so I'm very thankful. I'm happy to being here, and I will have a great show, hopefully, and everybody will like it. I hope so as well. And well, let's start. Thank you for being here, so many people, and we're looking forward for a good show.
We have prepared some questions from the fan club,
Yeah.
as always. And the first one, as you can probably guess, is about your new project, Anders Fahrenkrog. And could you tell us a little bit about the beginnings of the project, how you met, and what can we expect in the next days and months?
And years, maybe.
And years,
I don't
hopefully.
So, well, we knew each other since the 80s because he is very famous from the 80s as well. But because of the band Nena, he was the producer and the songwriter of, you will know here as well, like Nadia and Red Balloons and
Kim Wilde as well.
Kim, yes, so many artists. Justin Timberlake and Kim Wilde, NSYNC. And a lot of projects and rock projects and score music for films. And but we saw each other in the 80s because Nena was very popular, Modern Talking was very popular, so we were at the same TV shows. And
but at that time you were competition.
Yes, you know, when you're looking for the best charts position, you're always in competition. So, and then I met Uwe. It was around about 1 year, a bit more than a year ago in Frankfurt, and in the lounge from Lufthansa, and he was on the way to Los Angeles because he has a flat in LA, and I was looking for new producers and new songwriters for my new album. Someone was asking and said, "Hi, so we know each other. What do you think about writing songs for me or maybe producing it?" And I said, "Well, it sounds good to me. I will be back in Germany in a few weeks, and then we can, meet each other in Berlin." And then we had the first session, and it worked out very well because he had great ideas. And then we showed this to the record company, and the record company said, "Wow, this looks and this sounds really good.
It does.
So please, Uwe, make more of this." So he started more writing songs, and the record company decided just that he is the one who should write most of the songs and produce the album. And we started with production end of September, beginning of October.
And was Chico the first title?
No, it wasn't. So we every several weeks we working in the studio, and it was really fun. It was really great working with him, and he just did the programming and the keyboards and producing, and I sang it. And I don't know when it was, at the beginning of this year or whatever. So one of these guys, when in the studio, there's our technicians and a lot of people are working there. And one of these guys said, "Well, you're working so close together, then you can go on stage together." And we were laughing, ha ha ha, and I was laughing very loud. I said, "I don't want to be on stage with another partner anymore." But
especially a blonde one.
Well, he could dye his hair, so maybe it's a chance. But so, the idea grew more and more.
Now it's become reality, and the next question is, can we expect the album or the single to be released here in Poland as well?
In summer, yes.
In the summer?
Yes. I don't know, do you release singles here? Do you have singles?
No, we
No,
don't.
no,
Only
no,
albums,
no,
yeah.
no.
So it will be definitely in summer, yeah.
In
Okay.
Poland too?
In Poland, yes.
Yeah.
And what about touring? Are you two planning
In
to...
Germany in November.
Mhm.
So then we
But only
will
Germany?
then we will see.
Mhm.
You know, hopefully we will say we have success all over Europe, maybe all over the world, I don't know. And then, you know, the dice is rolling again. But we will see, we will do some shows in November, and maybe if it turns out very good for Europe at the beginning of next year.
Okay, great. And another question is about two songs that you performed during the last fan party. The Best of Me and Right Here, Right Now. What happened to those songs?
They're still,
And the draw.
yeah, they're not on the album, no.
But can we expect some releases of those two songs? Because fans really like those songs.
I really don't know. It depends. You know, I have so many songs, you know, just in the basket. You know, you can't. You have to think about when you're doing an album, or when you're in a process of doing an album. You always recording songs, but that doesn't mean that these songs has to be on the album. So there are really a lot of songs which are not released yet.
Final question maybe about a book that's coming soon.
Yes,
Right? Can you tell us a little bit about the book? What can we expect to find in the book?
my life.
So
That's enough.
we as fans know a lot about you. Will
But
there
you
be
don't
any-
know everything.
And this will give us a chance to find out.
Yes, it's for me to know and for you to find out.
So you are a writer, yeah? That's your book.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So now you are the writer.
yes, yes. I did it. I worked really hard on this. It took me more than
And how long
8
you
months.
work?
8 months.
8 months.
Yeah.
And is this a cooperation with someone else, or is it just you alone writing the book?
No, I did the writing by myself, but I have a friend. She is one of the chiefs with Bunte, the German Bunte magazine. And so what we did, I was explaining her my life for several days, and then she made her own notes, but I was writing all of my story, my life, and then she was putting in some new ideas from her, because sometimes it's very interesting that another person is watching at your life from a different angle. This is normal. So, but I did all the writing, and it sometimes was really hard. It was writing every day between 4, 5, and 6 hours, not 8 months. So, but at the beginning, it was a very hard process.
Is it very different from singing? Writing.
Is speaking different from singing?
I mean, not singing, but telling your whole life.
Hands can sing.
And one more thing connected with the book again. In Bełchatów, a couple of years ago in Poland, you mentioned you worked with different artists using different names, nicknames, and so on. And one thing, can we expect a list of complete works at the end of the autobiography? So that all the projects will be included there?
What do you mean? No.
No.
No. This is not. You know, you can't. This book will have around about 300 pages, and this is, sorry, fucking short for a complete life.
Yeah.
You can't put 48 years into 300 pages. There's so many stories I have to tell. I can write 10 books, 20 books about it. So you have to really concentrate on the basic. And so this is, I can't write, you know, I even don't remember all the people I worked with. So, but this is a complex book about my life, how it began, and to the point I'm here, till now, till Anders Franco.
Sherry, Sherry lady, going through emotion. Love is where you find it. Listen to your heart. Sherry, Sherry lady, living in the ocean. It's always like the first time. Let me take a part. Sherry, Sherry lady, let this not tomorrow. Take my hand and use it. Listen to your heart. Sherry, Sherry lady, tell you it's to love you. If you call me baby, I'll be always yours.
Okay, and I want to ask about your new album. Is it true that on this album will be the song from Shakespeare's Sister Stay?
Yes.
Yeah? Why? Why the song? You like it or?
We would record a song, you know, which was released before, so a cover song. But we were really hard finding one because there's, you know, yeah, we have a million songs, but we were looking for a very, very special one. And Uwe, he had the idea because he really loved the song "Stay" from Shakespeare's Sisters, and I. You know, said, I don't know if I can sing it because this is very, very special song. He said, let's give us a try. This is the way we worked in the studio all the time. So he made a demo, a playback, and I went in the studio and I said, let me do my interpretation of the song. And I was standing in the studio and I sung, and he said, wow, this is it. This is Stay, but it's your version. This is typically Thomas Anders, and it's now on the album, and it was made. So I'm proud about the song, just to give it a new point of view, different.
New version. And have you got your favorite song from your discography? All discography?
My.
Yeah, your favorite.
It's the same as the book.
I recorded, I don't know, 300-400 songs in my life, so
Maybe 3.
maybe 3. Thank you. You know, it's always the last one, you know. But I would say the most important one is "You're My Heart, You're My Soul."
First single?
It was not my first single. No, it was the first single
With
from
Modern.
Modern Talking. So this song changed my life. Without that song, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
You're my heart. I keep it shining.